I got two tattoos. Well, I got two tattoos. One for my grandpa, who passed a few months ago. I got a pear right on the inside of my arm because he used to cut pear for Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
I'll just show you guys. This
I feel like that would be like. Did it hurt? I feel like that would hurt.
So
People
I got this one.
People say that the two spots that hurt the most here.
Yep.
And here.
The ribs.
Yep. So this was okay because it was here. It wasn't here. If it was just like here.
Oh yeah. So tender skin right here on the inside of your bicep. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I got this was custom. This was so I told the artist I want a landscape and I want mountains, a sun, and flowers because when I went out west, I just super love it. I wanted something like I know I have the little mountains on my leg, but like I want like an actual tattoo. So she did this.
Damn. Oh, nice. So that was the artist's like original.
Yep. Custom, completely custom.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Fifth Line Podcast. We're back. Eric's back, and we're actually starting the show with Rick. Right?
Yes.
Right? Yes.
We are. So the last week I obviously had to miss because I was playing roller hockey. So the way it works for scheduling, I have games Tuesday nights and Sunday nights. Sometimes the Sunday nights are like earlier, like 5-ish. Sometimes they're later. So this season I've had the tendency to have later games. So I missed because I am a needed defenseman for that team. We have 4 defensemen. That's it.
Oh, and you're
is it 5-on-5? Right?
It's 5-on-5. A lot of people don't like that because roller. A lot of people say so. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like actual like college roller hockey, which like is actually a college sport. Apparently.
Really?
Yep. The way it is played, I think D3 through D1 is 4-on-4. It should always be 4-on-4. And I guess the reason for that is because roller hockey is obviously more of like an offensively tilted kind of sport. Like you want to have space for people to skate. And also I'm going to explain this to the viewers. So this is weird. I don't know if you guys, well, I know you guys know this, but whoever's watching this, if you are unfamiliar with how offsides works in the NHL, right? The puck has to cross the line first. So the way it works in roller is there's no neutral zone. There's a center line, and that's it. And so let's say I have the puck, and I'm a defenseman. You guys are my forwards. The 3 of you are my forwards. You guys can skate over the center line before I cross it. All I have to do is cross that line, and then I can pass it to you. I can't pass it over the center line. You just can't pass it. But yes, exactly. So essentially the person, like someone has to carry the puck over the line, and that means like strategies for other teams we play are someone can park a player in front of your goalie and he can stand there the entire. It's not hockey. It's not hockey, but that's the thing.
Shite.
Yeah. It's not trying to be though. It is a different beast. I did have some issues with that at first, and we were terrible at first because we kept trying to stay on sides even though it didn't matter, and we just all be like out of position. First thing, we won 7-1. I could have skipped. I could have skipped.
Oh my goodness!
I was thinking, I'm like, shit, I didn't need to be here.
No, they won 7-1 because you
had to have some assists in there.
I did have some assists.
Yeah, there we go.
But actually, so the big thing that happened is our goalie in warmups, he took a shot up high from one of our players, and he was like kind of shaken up, and then he woke up the next day and he puked, and he's I think I have a concussion, and he does have a concussion.
Jesus.
So guess who's playing goalie on Tuesday?
Oh yeah. There we go.
Coming in.
Back to his roots.
Yeah. That's all I have to report on the roller hockey team. I've never. I know I said I was gonna wear the jersey on here, but it smells like shit. If I'm being honest with you, I just like keep it in my hockey bag in my car.
Oh dang!
But if you washed it, it wouldn't.
Well, you gotta air that stuff out.
Yeah, I know. I gotta wash it. I'm bad about it.
Nah, you don't wash
Tell me you take your hockey bag, you unzip the top, and leave that open somewhere. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Gotta air that out for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Dude.
Just lets it Dutch oven itself.
No.
Oh god.
The Dutch oven.
You can't do that.
I mean, you guys know, right? There are those times where like the weather's crappy, you want to put it outside, and it just doesn't work with your schedule, and you're like, shit. I guess I gotta
find the porch or something. Like you gotta give it space.
Yeah. But I guess to you guys and the viewers, so our team has an Instagram. You can follow it.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
It's our team name is Marky Mark and the Funky Pucks. That's our team name.
Ooh.
And the Instagram captions are written by two of my friends who are out of their minds. So if you read through those captions and you're like, oh my God, most of them are just despicable, to be honest. I don't have another word.
Oh God, I can't wait.
But it's entertaining.
Is that the one?
That's it.
That's the one.
I recognize that logo.
Mark's face. That's my friend Mark's face. Yeah, we designed that logo, that shitty 2D logo, but that's what makes it fun. It's a blast.
How come you don't have a featured picture on this page?
Wait, can you show me that again? What's
we gave up on that halfway through last season. That's why. At one point I might. Just read through some of the captions, though. You
give us a live read. Give us a live read. Somebody read one.
All right. Well, this is the recap of their most recent game.
Okay.
All right. A fucking well-oiled machine out there, start to finish. Devin Heffernan started the game off hot with a goal off a shot from Matt Sincamani at the point, with Mark D20 screening the goalie in front. And then after they tied it up, the next shift on the PP, the same boys connect again as Devin wins the face-off to Matt. These are really long sentences. Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's one. The captions are like one sentence.
Oh, it's just a run-on sentence. Don't even try. Okay, I'm going to give up terrible. Then.
Holy. Yeah.
Here, let me just put it into context for everybody. This is how long the caption is.
Yeah.
I was going to choose a period to stop at, but then there was no period.
There's no periods, Ben. There's no periods.
Dude. But yeah, go give it a follow.
If you want, at your own risk.
The ad will be in the description, and it'll have popped up on the screen somewhere. That's pretty cool.
Also, whoever wants to move to Long Island and be a sub or something, please.
Not gonna lie,
dude. If I ever end up in Long
Island, I would definitely be down.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so yeah, that's
don't see that happening soon.
Yeah, no.
That's the roller hockey update. I'm going to be playing goalie, and we won 7-1, and I think our record currently is, I believe, 4-4. I think, yeah, 4-4. I believe.
There you
go.
So, well, there you go. All
right.
That's pretty cool. I'm excited
to hear your last game.
What's up?
I thought that was your last game. Oh no.
No. No. We have 2 more games.
Oh, okay. And then do you guys have some kind of playoffs and championships or anything?
Yeah, we do. Sorry, I probably meant last Sunday game. That was my last Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited excited to hear how goalie goes.
Okay. So you know what? Real quick. So I've played goalie 4 times. I won every single game. I'm undefeated. I have not lost in them.
Whoa, god damn.
Somehow.
He's like a cat.
Multi-positional genius, like a cat. Troiano, my goodness.
Multifaceted.
The way I play goalie, I just kind of flat like Benny. I play.
That's the best way. That's the best way.
Benny knows it.
You just got to flail with confidence.
Yes,
and then
with confidence.
Usually it does stuff.
Just look at the NHL. All the best goalies are the out of control ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, Marc-Andre Fleury gave it his best last year. He did all right.
Carey Price is after the chat.
Yeah.
Out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. Of all the best goalies, you think they're all just positional big guys that block it with their body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool, Eric. I'm excited to hear the goalie story. I'm sure it'll go well.
Oh, he's
stay undefeated. Stay undefeated.
Hopefully.
And you mentioned before we started that the Isles were playing their first home game.
Yeah. So all right, to start off,
wild.
First, I just want to say this: I haven't really been watching much of the Islanders, but they ended their road trip just terribly. They were down 4-0 to Florida in the first. I was in class and I remember checking my phone and I was like, it's gonna be one of those ends to the road trip, huh?
But also, the Isles, screw the NHL scheduling for finishing their 13-game road trip with Tampa and Florida. Come on,
that's
what
pretty
are you
mean.
doing to them? Jesus.
That's pretty mean.
I mean, but at the same time, they also made the conference finals.
Yes,
so they're the Islanders. Yeah. They should be able to handle that.
Yes,
but
still, I just saw it and I was like, come on.
Yeah.
But also, not
yeah.
everybody thought that Florida was going to be that, other than yours
Also
truly and Steve Dangle.
Yeah.
And Steve Dangle. Mike, what was the score of the Tampa game? Was it 2-1, 3-1?
I think it was 3, maybe 4-1. They might have had an empty netter at the end. Let me look.
Okay. Barzal scored a beauty of a goal that game.
It was 4-1. Yeah, but
Yeah.
And I'll talk about this when it's my turn. But I wasn't too worried throughout the entire game for my boys.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Isles have they've dropped the last half of their road trip. Basically, they haven't won shit. Varlamov had 2 starts so far. He's 0-2. Which is not good. And he's in tonight. I think the Flames are winning 3-1 at the moment, or maybe 4-1 at this point. I don't know.
It is 3-1.
It is 3-1.
With one to go.
So obviously the Isles, terrible road trip, right? Important note. So at the end of that road trip, Josh Bailey had to be put on COVID protocol. And because of that, that means he had to stay in Florida.
Oh boy.
So everyone was like, shit, that sucks. The longest tenured Islander is not going to be playing at opening night at UBS Arena, which sucks.
That blows.
Yeah.
And then Anders Lee was put on COVID protocol, and just today, Adam Pelech, Anthony Beauvillier, and Andy Green are also all on COVID protocol.
So none of them are playing.
No. So the Islanders have an AHL team right now, and I'm going to show you guys these lines because my goodness, they are playing the Calgary Flames. Let's start with defense. Our first line defensive pairing: Zdeno Chara and Noah Dobson.
Yeah,
that's the first line pairing.
The big Char man.
We have. Yeah.
I like it.
Not good. We have some guy, Robin Salo and Scott Mayfield. Scott Mayfield, obviously, NHL defenseman. Do you know that name? Robin Salo's apparently good. He looked okay from what I was watching. And then the last line is Sebastian Aho, not the Hurricanes one, unfortunately. There are 2 Sebastian Ahos, one of them on the Islanders. And a guy named Hutton. I couldn't tell you his first name. So
is it Ben Hutton? Is he still kicking?
Maybe it is Ben Hutton.
B. Hutton.
I don't know. That's a good So that's just the defense. So that's where we're going to start. So
Ben Hutton is with Vegas. His name is Grant Hutton.
Grant Hutton. Yeah.
Grant
no
Hutton.
clue.
Sure.
Dang, Nick on it with the names.
I was ironically in looking at my fantasy team, so I just searched the last name.
I'll just search it.
There you go.
Nice. Dang, Yahoo Fantasy.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the Isles defense is battered, and then the forward lines: Kiefer Bellows, Barzal, and Parisi is the first line. Andrioff, Nelson, and Palmieri. Panic, if you guys know Richard Panic.
Oh yeah,
he's still playing.
He's still playing. Eh? Oh, God.
Richard Panic, JG Pajot, and Kyle Palmieri, and then Martin Cizikas and Clutterbuck.
So if they lose tonight, it's not really that much of a concern.
No.
Holy shit.
It's also the Flames.
They're not that far off from
it is also
getting into Ottawa territory, though, if they're not careful.
They're 27th in the NHL right now.
No,
I didn't mean... Yeah,
he's talking about how they're
COVID. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I thought you just meant in the standing. Sorry, Nick. That wasn't meant to be.
They're also facing the 7th in the league Flames. So.
Yeah.
They're
and the last.
Yeah.
Yes. The last note I'm going to say. Ryan Pulock is out 4 to 6 weeks with a lower body injury. So Pulock and Pelech are, that's just,
That's a rough one.
That's all I have to say about the Islanders, guys. It's just not like UBS. You know what? Let's end this on a
talk about UBS.
That's all I have to say about the team. Guys, the arena looks absolutely incredible. There was this whole 5-page section in the newspaper today about it.
Just
oh my God.
How come you didn't go?
Yeah. What's up?
Why didn't you and your dad go?
Because tickets were $170 each.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive there.
Experience opening night.
That ain't Buffalo.
I mean, it would be cool. It's just I'd rather save my money when I can go with you guys or make a trip out of it with other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And again, opening night with missing Anders Lee, Josh Bailey.
Anybody good?
Yeah, you're really you'd be
the-
seeing Barzell in the fourth line. That's pretty much it.
Hey, you're gonna get to see Zach Parise. What the heck? He's good.
And the big Char,
Sure.
the big Char.
He's great. He hustles real good.
This isn't 2014, Nick, though.
When you said that Parise's on the first line tonight, I was thinking to myself, I wonder when the last time Zach Parise played on the first line.
Oh, it's
Devils.
I'm sure it's been a hot second. I'm pretty sure
No.
I'm fairly certain he got line bumped multiple times in
Minnesota. Oh, for
his
sure.
last few years.
oh, yeah, towards the end.
I have a question for you, Eric.
Yeah.
Who do you prefer as a line mate to Barzell? Parise or Leo Komarov? Who has gone back to the KHL this week?
Who's better?
Oh my god! Leo did go to the. Honestly, just Komarov, just because he's Uncle Leo. I'm not gonna back that up at all. I'm just gonna say.
We gotta wait. We gotta give Parise more time, but
Parise is a better overall player in the league over his years, but
I would say over the years, yes, he's had a better career. But we gotta wait and see because Barzell did pretty damn well with Komarov.
He did okay.
Yeah.
I mean, also obviously it's Matt Barzell, so he's going to carry a lot of his own weight.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, that Leo Komarov
did all right.
again, it's like, okay.
Sometimes skill guys just need a guy who can just friggin' run around, throw some bodies. and just dig
McDavid with
pucks out of
Cassian.
corners.
McDavid with Cassian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The puck retrieval aspect of it is often nice.
Yeah.
So UBS looks absolutely phenomenal. Again, I mean, you guys drove past it. I am going December 23rd with my friend Rena. She got season tickets.
Merry
for her
Christmas.
girlfriend.
Christmas Eve's Eve.
And so she got season tickets, and obviously she just told all her friends listen, there are going to be some games where I'm not going to have anyone to go with, so I'll just text people, oh, can you make it? So I'm going to see an Isles Caps game, so I'm going to get to see OV.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So I will be going to UBS soon.
Dude, take a picture.
And I'm really excited. I will be taking pictures, many pictures and video. And yeah, that's all I got on the Isles, guys. They're an AHL team right now, plagued with COVID and injury.
It's just a bad time.
They have a sick arena, though. I'm excited. It's been many a year waiting for this. So yeah. They'll
be fine. They'll be fine. They started. It's such a shite start. Starting 13, a month and a half, nearly on the, or I guess it's about a month on the road.
About a month.
That's so bad. Because they don't get to, it's not like they get to come back home. They've just been in hotels for a month. That wears on you. That wears on you for sure. So now they get to be at home and they'll figure it out.
Yeah, they play the
Maple
Leafs
goal
tomorrow. Oh, they did? Oh,
3-2.
Let's go, boys. All right.
Yep.
Come on, Mark.
By the time this goes up. Oh, he's on your Oh, sorry. Hey, bud.
So we got the Isles not doing so great, Benny. Why don't we talk about your Habs?
I guess. I mean, it's been nice tonight.
Can I just say, wait, Ben, can I just say the only thing I saw on Twitter was that meme you shared of Adam Driver banging on the door. It was wake up.
I wake up every morning and I'm still a Habs fan and just.
I was like, okay, that sums it up.
Yeah. That 6-0 loss to Pittsburgh the other night was a low point.
Not a great Pittsburgh team as well.
6-0. Oh
yeah.
Hey, the Leafs lost 7-1.
Yeah, it's
and they didn't have Crosby then.
They look good tonight. I don't know. They've been a very confusing team. They remain a confusing team. I still don't think they're as bad as they've been, but I still don't know that they're gonna fix that. Because Sam Montembeault is having himself a game tonight. I will give him that. But before that, between him and Primo, they've just been getting left out to dry. And when it's not one of Carey Price or Jake Allen being left out to dry, you notice it a lot more. That's the one thing we found out since Jake Allen also went down is even he held them in a lot of games and kept them more competitive in a lot of games that they probably shouldn't have been in.
So Benny,
some of the moments they were okay, but
Allen is hurt. Allen, I did not know.
Yeah, when did he get hurt?
I saw Primo's game against the Rangers.
He got ran in a game against Detroit last Saturday.
Ooh.
And I think it was concussion. I think they said upper body, but I think it was concussion. So
we know it wasn't Bertuzzi.
It's been Montembeault and
Montembeault
and Primo since then, and that's not been going amazingly. But again, like they've also just until tonight, out of nowhere, they've gotten no offensive support or defensive support for that matter. So like I can't really blame them. I don't know. It's just been very bad all around. It's been pretty bad.
Okay,
that's Montreal.
All right, it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad. Do you have
right
any?
There with you, Benny. Let's go.
Okay, but I'll ask you this: there's got to be a bright spot. Have you been watching every game?
I've been watching some,
like partially.
Partially, usually. Tonight is the first time I've actually kept an entire game on the whole time.
Yeah.
In a while.
Well, how about tonight? Who's looking hot tonight other than
Ryan Poehling has 2 goals tonight, which is fun.
There you go.
If he could get going, that would be good.
I still remember was it his debut?
And we were watching that in the Clinton Street apartment.
And it was the last guy last time the commentary guy was
Bob Cole's final game.
Yeah.
And he gets to comment on in Poehling's first game he had a hattie and the shootout winner against the Leafs.
That was sick.
It was a hell of a night.
You were there, Rick. Were you not? I thought Rick was there.
No, I think Nick was.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Eric.
You know what? No, I actually think
there was a lot of people there because I think it was St. Platty's Day weekend, and because I remember Ashley and Jen and Aaron being there as well.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
I don't recall.
Okay, so Nick wasn't there.
I think you were very drunk.
I might have been because one of those times we were up there, I was pretty drunk. So I don't
and you know what? We'll get back to you in a second, Betty. That pissed me off because we were planning to go out to we were gonna go out to like Ridley's or something.
Yeah,
that night, and then Nick comes back at 3 in the afternoon, just hammered, and then falls asleep, and then doesn't want to go out. And I'm like, you little ass.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what St. Platty's Day this is from. I have this legendary video of Nick asleep on that beanbag couch or something like that.
Ooh, my bed?
Yeah, like the beanbag thing. Oh my god! I think it's St. Platty's Day.
That was St. Platty's Day number 1. Yeah, that was the same time. Yeah. Because on the second time, it was a different. I remember that one a little bit more. But this one that we're specifically talking about, I remember walking down. I was walking down Cornelia, I think. By myself, drunk, like paranoid. It was very weird. Yep.
Okay then.
Yeah, I remember because Mike, me and you were not going to do any of the day drinking stuff really, and he was going around doing all of the day drinking stuff with Aaron. And that was a time. That was a time for sure.
Yeah.
But Habs, they're a team. They're doing things.
All right.
I don't know.
That's it.
I don't have a lot to say about
nice
them
and
this
concise.
Year.
All right. Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh no.
Wait.
Our podcast.
And back.
It's broken.
And back. No, I think that was my internet because you guys all froze for me.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Wait, so did the feed get my TikTok joke?
No, I didn't hear that.
Damn it.
Fuck TikTok.
I was like, oh no, our podcast. It's broken.
It's broken.
And everybody who watches TikToks gets that, and I do not.
So Nick and Ben are cackling.
Danielle will have us in the comments.
Yeah. So it's very funny. Nick, let's go to you next. You have nothing to talk about.
No,
like quite literally nothing
new in Ottawa. They are on a hiatus for the time being.
They're on a Dallas Stars-esque COVID-19 hiatus.
So I have a question though, Nick. So what do you think the schedule is gonna? Because you know how like whenever there'd be something happen, they would have to cram games last because it was so short. Do you think it's gonna be better this year?
You would have to think you have a longer period of time to play it. I saw I don't know. I have no idea how they're going to fit those games back in.
I mean, it'll be easier than it was last year.
Just,
they were trying to do.
You're only talking about probably like
it's only been, I think, 2 games.
6 games probably that they have to reschedule at the most.
Yeah. Did they say a specific date? I know it was the 20th, but I don't think they played today.
They aren't playing today, no.
So is it like the next game they're going to be hopefully playing? Or I guess maybe we don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. When I found that out, I kind of tuned out. I was going to try. We were joking about it. I was going to try and watch a game this week.
Sure.
Dude, that happened. I'm like, nope.
We're gonna have at some point during a weekend where not like you and me don't have anything going on. We're gonna have a watch party. We're gonna get pizza wings.
Having a hockey night.
I'm gonna watch some Sens Army.
In Albany.
Unless
in reference to scheduling, right?
Yeah.
So this has nothing to do with Ottawa, but I saw this screenshot of the Bruins' final month of the schedule, and oh my Jesus,
does it look like shit?
It's like they have 15 games in the last month.
Oh boy.
Oh. So like it's every other day then.
It was like a laundry list. Like it filled up my screen. It was this day.
I mean, if you check it, that might be the same for every team. Why don't we talk? So nothing new with the Sens, right?
No, nothing new.
All right, I'm gonna talk about my Lightning then. They're still doing their thing. They're doing their thing. Third in the division. They did go on believe they went on a 9 or 10 game point streak. I think it's 9, but
that's good. I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah. No, they definitely were. They were doing pretty well. But the issue I was having is that all their games were like close. They still have yet to, other than like the Isles game, they still have yet to like really just own a team. Which the Isles game, I mean I was so bummed when it was just a bounce. Like Hedman went to hit the puck and it like bobbled. It whiffed. He like whiffed it, and then it was like bad puck luck, and I was like, but then a couple seconds later, who comes out? Mathieu Joseph. I've been talking about it for weeks, boys.
Oh, you have been talking about
Mathieu Joseph is here.
He's here. Well, is he here and ready to go? Is what I was going to say.
He is ready to go. No,
he's.
I've been so impressed with him in the last few games. Like he's gotten a sweet assist. He's gotten a 6 snipe. He's been awesome. I'm so excited. If he can keep doing what he's doing, it's gonna help us. And then he's gonna want to raise, and then that's unfortunate.
This is part of why I thought that even with losing that whole third line, there was enough guys on Tampa that I thought were going to be able to kind of jump into those roles.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mathieu Joseph is doing right now. But yeah, it was always going to take a little bit in terms of like getting into the season a little bit. But it's good that he seems to have taken it kind of. Is he frozen for you guys too?
Yep. Oh no!
Yes, I was frozen.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm back.
Podcast.
God damn it!
We don't need to do the joke again.
It's broken.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they were gonna be fine, but like, who had them first here? It was you, Ben, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
I don't even know where they're at right now, but I'm gonna stand by it.
They are 3rd in the Atlantic. So I mean, they have a chance still, but I just don't. I just don't. They're not. I just don't think regular season wise they're not going to finish up top because they also. And I said this back when we did that episode. They're not. They're experienced now, and they experienced the 18-19 season, and so they're like, fuck the regular season. Let's just make it to the playoffs. Try and be healthy. And then we'll just wreck everyone.
It was like, it was great. We won 60 whatever games and then lost in 4.
That was so upsetting, man.
Well, I remember I watched most of those with you.
Yeah, that's just like
that was so upsetting. But we don't have to talk about that.
It was a particular.
It
was kind of funny when the fucking President's Trophy shirt arrived. I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing internally.
I had it before. I had the President's Trophy shirt before. I ordered it as soon as they like clinched it, and then it was a mistake, and I will never do that again. I will wait until they're golfing, and then I will.
It's like those friggin' North Division champs shirts that the Leafs had from last year. It's like, okay.
Listen, the silver lining to that was the amazing meme template that Tampa Bay accidentally we know this is.
Oh yeah, we know this is what you expected. It's not what we wanted either. We're sorry.
That
whatever
meme
that message was.
Just used like everywhere now. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's funny because obviously people still use it, but Tampa they won back to back. They're amazing. It's not like that. You can't.
Yeah, they had that embarrassment and then immediately won 2 in a row.
They still since that day, nearly 2 years ago. Shit, nearly 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2.5 years ago, they have yet to lose a playoff series. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, they're chugging along. They beat the Isles. They beat Florida. Actually,
they did, yeah.
It was Florida. Yeah, they beat Florida, and then they lost today to the Devils. But the Devils have been all right, and you're not going to win every game.
Yeah, they have actually. The Devils are in a wild card spot right now. They're in the second wild card spot.
And they do have a back-to-back. Tomorrow they play Minnesota. So
that's tough. tough.
That one I will be watching. We'll see.
How's my boy Corey doing?
Old Corey? Listen, his Scory Perry nickname makes no goddamn sense. He's got 0 goals. He's sniffing though. He looks all right. He is serviceable for what he is right now. And I'm just excited for when he starts putting the puck in the net, because I feel like once he gets one, it's gonna start pouring in.
He's not gonna be like a 20 goal scorer. He's probably gonna be like a 10 to 15 at a high end.
Yeah, by pouring in, I mean in relative terms, like for his fourth line spot that he's in. Trickling, yes. Like a 50-something-year-old prostate lets out.
He should he should start getting them eventually. I mean,
I think so.
He was never, but like again, once playoffs rolls around too, that's when he really is at home in his game, because we are still in the clutch and grab era of playoff refereeing.
Yes,
that's the whole reason they did a thing last year. But so he is useful there, especially, and I could expect a good few goals from him. But just take good care of him. I miss him.
It's the Tampa Bay Lightning. We take good care of everybody down here.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, dude, the meme of what the hell was the meme? It was like the side-eyeing looking around thing when they were doing the banner raising with Corey Perry on the ice. He's just like, yeah, that was funny.
Imagine being the one who was on the other team against Tampa 2 fucking years in a row. Like
that sucks, but
it's just
it's still, I don't think, still not as bad as Marian Hossa switching teams and then losing again.
Still funnier, because it's so literally bad, like, man. He went to the team he lost to and then lost to the team
he was on. Like that's rough.
That's rough. But then 2010 happened,
and then all the other years too.
Yeah. So does that mean that means Tampa's 3-peating and Corey's getting his cup this year? Yep.
Man, I'd love it. I mean, he's already got one.
Getting his second cup this year.
Yeah. And Pat Maroon's going for 4.
That would be insane. It's already insane that he is like one of the only NHL players to have won 3 in a row. Fucking Pat Maroon.
Of all the people. Imagine he gets 4. That would be the first since the Isles dynasty, guys.
Yeah. And then because the Habs 2 big ones were in the early 70s and then the late 50s.
Yeah.
Or 4 and then 5. And that'd be funny. Yeah, that would be insane.
All right. Here we go. This kind of rolls in. You're talking about the clutch and grab situation that we have when the playoffs roll around. This kind of, pertains to that. Connor McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
He scored another sweet goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if the media. What's up, CC?
He wants to comment on this.
I don't know if the media thing that everybody's talking about was after that game or after another game, but I'm sure you guys saw it where he was asked about penalties being penalized, and he answered with, well, I guess I should just shut up about it, referencing, I guess, Tortorella. I didn't see the Tortorella thing.
So my understanding of the timeline of that was, I think he made some kind of comment earlier in the season about how like it's tough for him to get calls or something. Then there was some moment in a game where like he was talking to refs or something along those lines, and then John Tortorella did an ESPN hit on it like the next day or whatever, and was like, oh yeah, and I heard him complaining about it in the playoffs too when he wasn't getting any calls, and he's like, but yeah, you're not gonna get any calls. Sometimes you just got to kind of shut up about it or whatever kind of thing. Which, in a way, yeah, like we've seen a lot of players do it where like they figure out that you might end up doing better in the playoffs if you just kind of figure out how to work within the system.
And you got,
plenty of skill guys do things physically and like work in the playoffs. Like look at all of Tampa. And that was then became a thing where, okay, but
that's not how it should
regular
be.
season reffing is already bad enough. We don't need to get to an even worse standard as soon as the games start mattering. No. And also, if a guy can dance through 5 people, then he should be able to without like, if either that Rangers highlight or that more recent Winnipeg highlight, where both of them is him like basically just cutting through an entire team because holy fuck,
because he can.
But, yeah, in the playoffs, I'm sure some like stiff arm, some kind of something,
one of his arms gets grabbed,
and that play doesn't get called because sometimes you just gotta fight through it. And then neither of those goals happen in the games that matter the most, where his skills should be able to affect the most, because that's what the game is. But no, he should just shut up.
Yeah. Even in those goals, I saw I was like, oh, that's a slash. Oh, that's a hook.
Yeah.
And he still scored. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
Eric, what do you think?
He's back.
Have you been watching my hockey team this year, Eric?
I have. Yeah, they're called the New York Islanders. They're the same thing.
13-27.
They're very different.
They are.
Ooh, I don't know. They could do it. Nashville, Nashville could do it. No, I'm just kidding.
They did just score in the power play.
I'd be surprised. Was it Duchesne?
I think it might have been. No, I think it was Johansson. I saw a face, and they were zooming in on a face, and I think it was Johansson.
Well, God damn it! That's what I say to that.
Once they show it again.
But we're back now. We had a couple difficulties there. Rick, what do you think about the McDavid media conference thing?
I mean, just
his comments.
It was. Wait, Penn, what'd you say? Did you say Matthew Shane?
It was Shane.
Boo. Yeah.
I mean, just to reiterate everything. Yeah, I mean, it's like I've been pretty much at everything, but it's one of those things, right? Like, you should. I talk. One of my coworkers was talking to me about this, and I mean, I know we've talked about this before, but like people getting into the sport of hockey, like it's like if your league just can't call things by a rule, like if people are having debates about whether things are penalties all the time, like why is that a thing? Like, why can't there just be, and I understand there will be times where there are things where it's like, oh, okay, that was a bad call, that was, refs make mistakes, but yeah, again, just consistently bad officiating.
Yeah, no, it's actually a funny story I have about that. At the Buffalo game I was at last month, there was a guy and his girlfriend, I assume, behind us, and and the girlfriend had no idea what was going on. And to be honest, I don't think the guy did either. But every time something happened, she was like, well, what the hell is that? Like a penalty happens. She's like, what's that? He's like, oh, it's this. And then it happens again. And she's just like, well, what's that? He's like, oh yeah, they're not going to call that. it's like there's so many nuances. It's like, well, they just called one, so they're not going to call it again. Like, come on.
And going off of that, like that's the thing. Like again, in the playoffs, obviously people are going to be like way more. I mean, oh my god, like we've talked about the series, but the Tampa Florida series, that was like one of the most nastiest series.
Oh, that was terrible.
I've ever seen. That was and like. Is that entertaining? Yes, but like, is a player like McDavid, like if McDavid's in that situation, Florida's doing like that should be a penalty every time. Like every time, like a Florida player would hit someone or just like
there were so many fucking cross checks not called in that series, and like not just Florida, Tampa was doing them too.
And that is true. Yeah, Tampa was doing it too. But like a player like McDavid, it should not. We love watching him so much in the regular season, and when he just disappears in the playoffs, like a player like that doesn't just disappear because it's all something that he's doing.
Because he's wearing a guy like a backpack half the time, and
exactly.
he's just trying to skate through the entire team. And like, can't do it.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was a thing I hear a lot watching any game, and like a few like non-calls will happen, and then a call that looks kind of iffy. Wait, Mike, were you frozen there for a while?
I was.
Okay.
Oh no.
So where did it cut off?
Right as you started, basically.
Okay. Well, I was saying I had heard it a couple of times on a call from Mike Johnson lately, who I actually do love. He's one of my favorite color commentators that I watch. But it was a thing that I hear a lot, especially with former player commentators, is there'll be like a few non-calls in a game, and then something that looks very similar to what were non-calls gets called once. And then the commentator will be like, all right, that's fine if that's the standard. And if everything like that after is... And I'm like, all right, but no, there should just be the one standard, and it should just be the calls. But like, I understand why he's saying that, because he's somebody who's been in it and has had to like kind of go along with it all and try to like play with it to his advantage. Because if you're the NHL player in that situation, you have to. That's how the refs are doing it. You have to know that, okay, we're going to have to game it a bit. But also, that's a just bananas thing to say on a broadcast, to be like, as if that's the standard tonight, then as long as they go, I'm like, no, what is this?
It's pretty bullshit.
What are rules?
It's pretty bullshit.
I don't know. That's the thing. They have a lovely rule book. It's all written out. Everything's there.
Yep.
Great. It's very detailed. There's multiple points for everything. Just use it.
Very detailed. There's like
if
20 points.
The time to make it, use the damn.
It's really just disrespectful to whoever wrote that shit. You know? Every single person.
Mean, this is so much a part of why like we all watch hockey, because to some degree we were exposed to it as a sport in our lives. We like it a lot, and probably it has to do with what our families watched and also where we grew up. But if you're somebody from outside all of that, just like, I want to get into a sport, why would you choose this one? It's so goddamn confusing in so many different ways and is not consistent in the least. So like, what should you be expecting to watch from game to game? Like, how do you get invested in a team and be like, yes, I can be confident that all of their games are going to like make sense and be run the same way every time? You can't.
No.
So like, I don't know.
It's probably, I'd probably say it's like, it's officiating wise, it's got to be one of the toughest to understand, just the way they officiate. I'm trying to think of like another sport that would be tough. Nick, you have any football you're thinking?
Football is the only other one that's difficult. Baseball is straightforward mostly, and soccer's tough too. Soccer's got a lot of the similar. Soccer fouls and stuff in that game are very similar to hockey, just
Mike, before you go off on soccer, I'm just going to say one thing. This is interesting. No, certain soccer leagues have like the VAR, they call it, where they look at replays. Like, so let's say a crappy foul comes, right, and someone was just like acting or whatever, or they like didn't actually get hit. There's some leagues where they look at that and then they can give that person a card for doing that, for embellishment, essentially. But there are some leagues that haven't adapted that, and that's what soccer fans are like. Why?
Yeah,
like we literally have like 4K cameras for everything. You can see.
That's the difference between soccer and hockey, though. Is
for
all
those
know that soccer professional athletes will sell a call every single time.
It's part of the game. Yeah, no, but it's part of the game. Like, it's one of those things. Like, listen. It's frustrating watching it to us. But if you have a really skilled player on your team and you can do that and get a free kick and you know that player's going to bury it, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
You absolutely would. Well,
it's playing to the refs as players in the other direction.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Listen, this is my thing. This was a while ago. I saw somebody be like, "Soccer is the best sport in the world by far," and I was like, "No."
Best? No. Hardest? I would debate it.
Absolutely not.
Just because you're running all the time.
You just got to get your cardio up.
That's just cardio.
You don't have to get your cardio up and learn how to skate.
That's what I think.
But also, like, you're shifting with hockey too. Like, you do have a break. Professional soccer players don't leave the field. Like, yes, they walk around a lot, but like.
There's differences in the difficulty. The difficulty in hockey is you have to learn a different mechanic. You have to learn how to skate and stop and all that shit, and it's like perfecting it to the way that NHL players do is like ridiculously difficult. In soccer, it's just you got to be in crazy good shape. And obviously in hockey they still get in as good shape as they can. But in soccer, they just have to be insane. They probably eat so much fucking food because they burn so many calories a day in practice and in games and stuff. Because what was it, like Ronaldo? They put like something in his shoe and he ran like 6 kilometers in a game. Like that's insane. Yeah. Like, so it is difficult in that sense, but when your
we go down too far,
when your sport includes diving, that's BS.
I'm still gonna put myself up against the wall and say this: hardest thing in all of sports is hitting a baseball. Debate me all you want.
That I could see,
but it is the hardest thing to do in all of sports.
No, I agree with.
I would agree with that. Especially those are some fast ass balls coming down.
Yeah.
That's the reason I quit baseball.
If you've ever seen, there's many videos out there that break it down. I'm remembering one specifically in my head, but it breaks down your reaction time from when the ball leaves a pitcher's hand to when you need to make a decision cognitively to swing the bat. It's like fractional of a second. So you need to make a decision like that to decide, okay, I'm going to swing at this.
Well, it's
in this general area of the air.
Yeah. Well, because it's like it's less than a second for the ball to get there, and when you watch it, they are already getting ready to swing as the pitcher is winding up. Like they're lifting their front leg and they're shifting, and then they decide. And it's because that's when I started watching the Rays a little bit. That's what I started noticing, and I was like, Jesus, they're like ready to go, and then they decide, like, you're totally right there. That's just insane. And then some of them hit it, and they hit it hard enough to get it out. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
If any of the listeners have any disagreements to that, put it in the comments. I'll 1v1 you because
1v1 new segment.
I usually would bite my tongue here, but I'm gonna challenge the baseball thing. Nick, you played soccer.
Here we go.
I did.
I played soccer. Mike, I want to say one thing.
I played
soccer too for a little while.
I played
until 16.
I killed it.
14.
Mike played all the way up until we got on the varsity.
Per minute was insane.
I didn't want to play against the big boys.
Okay. So saying that, this is all right. This is gonna be my analogy. You know how Connor McDavid can skate really, really fast, and then he also can handle the puck.
Yeah.
soccer players can run faster than any of us ever can run and dribble a soccer ball.
So this is where I think soccer gets
crazy.
To your point right there, that's why I think soccer is hard. Not harder than hockey.
Hard.
I'm not going to say that.
It is hard.
Soccer is hard because it's not doing something with your hands. Okay. You're running and doing it with your feet.
Yes.
And having instead of like, everything's easy with our hands. We know that, right?
Yeah.
But making yourself know, okay, I need to do all this shit with my feet.
Yeah, that's true.
Then shoot the ball.
I'll give you
dribble
that.
Around him and not kick it too far ahead of me. Yeah.
It's insane. It is insane.
You can
and
debate
also,
it all day long. It's just
yeah. I just want to say that is an important thing, like, because I just think about that. Like, if I'm just like, in my room and I just want to like kick something over to someone, like dude, kicking a soccer ball that accurately, putting spin on it, knowing how to like leave. I love when soccer players let the ball, like they fake like they're going to shoot it and they let the ball go through to another player, like all the strategy involved. I think it's a crazy sport to watch. I think focusing too much on, as hockey fans, we focus a lot on the fouls because, like, how could you not? Because it's like, really? Like, we see
because we see people get penalized and they don't call it, and the player doesn't give a shit because they know they're not going to call it.
But when you see the strategy of soccer and like all the skill that goes into it, like a good soccer game, like, oh man, like I think it's hard to beat that. I really do think.
Okay.
But anyway, let's wrap up that Connor McDavid conversation.
Okay. This, yeah. So this, wait. So I want to, this debate.
I have to get off soon, Mike.
I've had a lot of fun on this debate. I'd like to do this again in another episode. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So Connor McDavid, they should call the rule book. God damn it.
I have the final comment to the McDavid goal. It was McMagical.
All right. Okay, well, that's pretty bad. All right, so we'll do real quick. We'll hit this. Rick Bowness benched Riley Tufte, I believe is how you say it. Or he didn't bench him. He healthy scratched him, so he wasn't even just sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
He healthy scratched him before his homecoming game in Minnesota, which is where he's from. He had a bunch of family and friends come to watch him, and he gets healthy scratched. So
and then the Stars go on to get smoked.
Yeah, we admittedly don't know the whole thing in terms of how Bowness was involved, but from what it sounded like was he leaves morning skate thinking he's playing, gets all the tickets and everything, everybody's coming, whatever. Nick Bukestad helped him buy extra tickets when he ran out of his call-up money, and then he comes out. He comes back and he comes to the game to play and finds out they lineup had changed in between because apparently they found out some guy who had been injured was ready to go, so they put him in over him because they wanted to have a faster fourth line or some shit or something like that. And
it's BS.
And Bowness was like in the press conference. Bowness in the press conference was like, "Oh yeah, I got back to the arena and it was assistant coach's decision or whatever, and changed the lineup and whatever." I'm like,
yeah, because you can't overrule the assistant coach.
Yeah. Also, Mike, for your own sake, Matt Duchene got another goal.
Oh yeah. That's BS, dude. It's his homecoming game. He was ready to go. Yeah. Like, just leave him in. We were talking about this before. He's on the fourth line. He'll play maybe 7-8 minutes max. Like,
and then they got obliterated anyway.
Yeah, they got wrecked.
Like, yeah, and the Stars aren't playing good this year. So, like, why not work out some of your young guys?
Yeah.
Try and maybe build for the future, man. You got old ass Jamie Benn up there doing nothing but jerking off.
Old ass.
They've not been having a
good time. They're three guys who should be doing shit aren't doing shit.
Well, they're all old as balls except for Sagan, and even him, I think he's pretty old. He was there for He was there for the 2011 Bruins Cup, so he's not young.
Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but Sagan was a -5 that night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boo, you suck.
I bet Tufte wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's fun.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's just bad. That's just bad looks. Like, that makes you look bad. It makes the player feel like shit. Like,
yeah, you're already having a bad year. Why do you got to be doing shit like that?
And now what's this kid gonna do? Like,
as soon as he can, he's probably out. He's getting out.
I invited.
Yeah.
yeah.
After that,
Sorry
he's
for
not going to want to be there.
Waste 3 hours of your time to watch the Stars get smoked and me not playing.
Yeah, like that's just so. And like, imagine like the excitement, and then it just
feel like, hey, I'm home. I can have all my family and friends come watch, and then
like imagine like he must have just felt like such shit, dude. And that just sucks. Yeah. And because it shouldn't have happened. Like just let him play.
Yeah, that would have been the easy option.
Let him play. Yeah. Let him play.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's real quick hit on the fantasy. I don't think much has changed. Nick's gotten a lot closer to first.
Yeah.
After tonight, my team's blowing booty tonight.
Oh, he's blowing booty. And then
it's looking like I went behind, like I dropped below to your mom to 7th for a second.
Yeah.
But then I jumped back up, and then it's looking like I'm going to go back down again after tonight. Although Leon Draisaitl has yet to play tonight, so that could also change things.
All right. That could very well change things.
Yeah, he's like a solid 20 points a night usually.
Pretty much,
it's nice.
Dude. It's such bullshit.
It's really nice.
I miss that so much. I miss it so much.
I'm still in range of both you and your dad, though, Mike. I'm not. I haven't really made much ground, but I'm definitely within range.
You're definitely there.
Just kind of slowly building.
Other Nick has fallen back a bit and is now coming closer to in range with the 4, 5, 6 spot.
Oh shit! Yeah, he is. Yeah, first and second are
out there. But listen, it's a long season. We're only a month in.
Shane just got a hattie.
I'm coming, Danielle. Nick. Other Nick.
So here's what's going on with the top right now. My team has. Oh, thank you, Tyler Bertuzzi, for helping a little bit.
Are you kidding me?
I have 44 points right now. Danielle's got 56, and she still has McDavid and Ovechkin to play tonight.
Matthews did fuck all.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't think anybody on the Leafs did fuck all tonight.
And I've got the wrong players in goal tonight. I've got Leonard in. I didn't check it earlier before, and he is not playing tonight.
Ooh, darn.
Jack Campbell did play tonight.
And lost,
but
there's still points
13
on there.
Points on my bench.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. That's the thing about goalies is they always, unless they really suck, they are guaranteed to get points.
Unless they let up like 5.
Yeah,
and it's tough too with having the West Coast team like with Vegas, right? Because you don't always know super early if somebody's gonna start. Like I've had a couple nights where like, okay, I know that Jack Campbell's going to start.
Like your Eastern
goalie.
I don't
know if Leonard's going to start, so I have to read through like the chat room to see, is he going to start? Is he not going to start?
You can check a lot of the times if you go, I don't know if you have it, but the NHL app, if you go to the game that you're wondering about, a lot of the time closer to game time, like maybe a couple hours before, they'll have a little lineups thing and it'll show projected lineup. And then the first goalie there is usually who they start.
It doesn't help when Jack Campbell started and finished his game and Leonard hasn't even started.
That does not help, no.
Because he could still start. I don't think he's going to, but...
Yeah, that's true.
At least he could play. If they get blown out tonight, he's going to go in and back up.
We were joking about it. There's 3 minutes left. Oh,
and now Montreal is only up 5-3.
Up 5-3, but I see a power play and an empty net for Nashville here, or a power play for Montreal, empty net for Nashville. So
I haven't gotten to the power play yet.
Oh, well, I'm a little ahead then. So spoiler alert.
ESPN Plus is a little slow, I guess.
But unless anybody has anything else, I think we'll just wrap her up.
Yes, the Islanders lost 5-2. They are now on a 5-game losing streak.
Join the Senators and the Sabres, buddy.
I mean, can't really be too mad at that with the whole friggin' roster they had today, but holy shit.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping the Habs can hold on to this.
Well, I think they should. I think they should. Here. No, that's not wood.
We will. We shall see. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
All right.
But there's your hattie for Matt Duchene, Mike.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so there we go. Hattie from Matt Duchene, and that's what I call a good night for you, boy.
There you go.
At least for my bastards.
Mikey's bastards.
All right. We hope you all enjoyed. Hit like if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Share it with all your hockey friends and family.
We're all linked in the
getting up there in the subscribers now, eh, boys?
We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, so everything's linked below. Instagram, Facebook. Every time we have a new episode, which is 10 a.m. Mondays, we post a little thing over on Facebook and Instagram. Really, whenever we have a fun little trip or anything, cool to show, that's where it goes.
We're also active on Twitter, so check us out there.
Active on Twitter. I'm not, but Benny is. Go check out Benny if you want to see live tweets of the Habs, shitting the bed.
Oh, or not. I haven't actually been tweeting that much lately.
Get on our Facebook page. You can join the Fifth Liners group.
Yep, you can join the Fifth Liners group. If I get some more people on there, I want to start doing some fancy polls, boys, because some polls could be cool.
That would be good.
Get some voting in there. But that'll do it. We'll see you guys in the next one, next Monday, where we'll hear all about Eric's goaltending adventures.
And our Thanksgiving Day events.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oh, to the viewers, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy early Thanksgiving.
Yeah, go get Thanksgiving, everybody.
Go get fat with some turkey, some Taytos.
Yeah.
All right.
Taytos.
See you next week, everybody.